how can we, with so many people in survival mode, how can we soften and reconnect with love? I think the most important thing is to find pauses in one's day. They don't have to be long pauses. You don't have to sit and meditate for an hour if your circumstances don't permit, but just pauses, gaps in between your activities and relationships, gaps between emails, between phone calls, between childcare. There are numerous small pauses throughout a day. And in those pauses, we tend to fill up those pauses with more thinking, more active. Well, all that's necessary is just to, in these gaps, in the flow of our experience, is just to pause and to go back to your being. Just to go back to the simple felt sense of being prior to your thoughts, prior to your feelings, prior to all your activities and relationships. It's like in a movie, but pausing and going back to the screen and then carrying on with the movie. And and this is, of course, is traditionally what is referred to as meditation. It can be formalized as a meditation practice, but it can also be engaged informally throughout the day in small moments where you just temporarily soften the focus of your attention from the content of your experience, and you come back to the felt sense of being. And your being is always at peace. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm thoroughly mixing my analogies now. It's like defocusing from all the content in your kitchen and just becoming aware of the space. Whatever is happening in your kitchen, however agitated or noisy it might be, the space is always at peace, is always unaffected. Not unaffected because it has withdrawn from the kitchen, from all the... No, it's totally present, open, one with the contents, the activity of your kitchen, but it remains unaffected by it. Exactly the same is true of our being, the presence of awareness. The presence of awareness is that with which all experience is known, that within which all experience arises, and ultimately that out of which all experience is made. And all that is necessary is to just soften the focus of your attention from the content of your experience and go back to the fact of being or being aware. And it's always peaceful there. And if you get used to this, it gives you that in a way that's the true anchor. It's not an anchor that can't be moved. It's not a rigid anchor that can't be moved. It's a fluid, open peace that cannot be disturbed. It's the peace that passeth understanding. It simply cannot be disturbed by experience any more than the space in your room, in your kitchen, can be disturbed by whatever is taking place in your kitchen. And that is, I would suggest, that the most important thing for people to understand, because then your identity, your sense of yourself is derived from your being and its inherent qualities of peace and fulfillment, rather than one's identity being dependent on the state of one's body or health, the circumstances of one's home or work, or the agitation you may feel in your work life. Your identity is not subject to the vicissitudes of life. It does not depend on how successful you are, what other people think of you, what other people say about you. You begin to find this quiet, this still, quiet confidence that comes from from inside, and it's like open space. It cannot be harmed. That to recognize this is the ultimate healing.